the Whispering Sands. It is said that not long ago, a young man named Tariq grew suffocated by the concrete jungles of the world and the relentless, deafening roar of the cities. He decided to shake the dust of humanity off his shoulders. Gathering his gear and years of scouting experience, he took his loyal German shepherd and went deep into the barren desert, seeking the absolute silence and serenity where nothing reigned but the endless horizon and the howling wind. Tariq pitched his tent in the heart of a valley guarded by towering dunes. He felt like a king in his own domain. He had water, survival skills, and a faithful beast to guard his steps. The Elder and the Warning. On his very first night, Tariq's sharp instincts led him to hunt a wild desert rabbit, which he roasted over a crackling fire outside his tent. As he sat in the dancing orange shadows with his dog resting by his side, the dog's body suddenly stiffened. A low, vibrating growl escaped the beast's throat as it stared intently into the pitch-black darkness of the desert. Out of the silent sands and shifting shadows, the figure of an old man emerged. Leaning heavily on a gnarled wooden staff, he approached the light like a weary traveler who had lost his way. Tariq, displaying the hospitality of a true scout, welcomed him warmly and offered him a portion of his freshly cooked meal. The old man sat in a strange, heavy silence, eating slowly while his glassy eyes reflected the flickering flames. Then, turning to Tariq, he spoke in a voice that sounded like dry stones grinding together. "My son, you have not chosen an ordinary place to rest. These valleys are inhabited by a powerful clan of the Jinn. They have been the masters of this land for thousands of years, and they do not tolerate those who trespass on their domain." Tariq laughed heartily, mocking the old man's words as nothing more than ancient, foolish myths meant for bedtime stories. He replied with arrogant confidence, "My uncle, we live in the age of science. There are no jinn or demons here. This desert cannot terrify a man with a sharp knife, a sharp mind, and a loyal dog." The old man stared at him with a look of deep pity and sorrow. He rose without saying another word and walked back into the darkness. According to the tellers of this tale, the old man had barely taken 2 steps before he vanished completely, as if the earth itself had swallowed him, leaving behind not a single footprint in the soft, untouched sand. The Nights of Terror. No sooner had the Elder disappeared than the desert transformed. The story tells of the sheer psychological torment Tariq endured over the following nights. The first night, his dog whimpered and barked hysterically at empty corners of the tent, while strange, whispering voices called Tariq's name from just beyond the canvas. The second night, the fire died out instantly, and hundreds of glowing yellow eyes appeared, watching him from the crests of the surrounding dunes, only to vanish whenever he shone his flashlight on them. The third night, he awoke to the sound of sharp claws violently tearing at the fabric of his tent right behind his head. When he rushed outside with his knife, he found nothing but deep physical tears in the heavy canvas. Tariq's rational mind began to fracture, and the seeds of doubt were finally sown in his stubborn heart. The enchanting desert flower. On the 5th night, when fear had completely gripped Tariq's soul, a sudden and profound silence fell over the desert. Out of the silver moonlight emerged a woman of supernatural, breathtaking beauty. She wore a flowing white dress that drifted like a cloud, and her eyes possessed a mesmerizing depth that captured his soul. Her presence instantly banished all his terror. In the blink of an eye, Tariq fell hopelessly in love. She began to visit him every night, comforting him and filling his lonely world with warmth. Curiously, even his dog remained calm in her presence, as if under a powerful spell. She told him her name was Layla. In the camps of the clan, after a month of blind infatuation, Layla told Tariq that the time had come for him to meet her father and family, to ask for her hand in marriage. She guided him deep into the uncharted desert to a hidden oasis he had never seen before, where magnificent grand tents were pitched. Her father, the patriarch of the clan, welcomed Tariq with open arms. However, Tariq could not help but notice highly unsettling customs. They moved with unnatural grace, glided silently across the sand without making a single sound. They ate strange foods of bizarre colors and shapes in a cold, mechanical, and silent manner. Most peculiar of all, whenever a child was born in the clan, they hid the infant from Tariq with extreme caution, forbidding him from seeing them under the pretext of a sacred clan law that bans strangers from laying eyes on their young until they grow of age. Tariq married the girl and lived among them, believing them to be a secluded tribe of desert nomads, completely oblivious to the fact that they were the very jinn the old man had warned him about. The dark truth. Time passed and Layla became pregnant, eventually giving birth to their firstborn son. On the night of labor, Tariq heard the cries of his newborn from inside the grand tent. Overcome by a wave of intense fatherly curiosity, he slipped past the distracted guards and pushed his way through the heavy drapes. He rushed toward the bed and gently pulled back the silk blanket to look at his child. At that moment, a horrific scream tore from Tariq's throat, and the blood in his veins froze. The infant was not human. It was a grotesque, squirming nightmare. Its skin was pitch black and leathery like a snake, and two small, sharp, obsidian horns protruded from its forehead. Its eyes were completely crimson, devoid of pupils, and unfolding from its back were two small, fleshy wings, resembling those of a bat. The newborn opened its mouth, revealing rows of razor-sharp fangs, and let out a chilling, demonic hiss. Tariq stumbled backward, falling to the ground as his breath caught in his throat. He screamed in terror. "What is this? What have you given birth to? Who are you?" Layla looked at him with profound sadness. Suddenly, her beautiful human face flickered, blending for a second with a terrifying, monstrous countenance, before she spoke in a dual, layered voice. "The old man warned you, Tariq, but you laughed and mocked us. We are the Jinn of the Dunes. Our children are born in this form, and in their youth, they cannot control their magic. Only when we reach maturity do we master the art of Tashakul, the power of shapeshifting into the human form you see now, so we may walk among your kind without causing terror." The narrators end the tale by saying that the members of the clan surrounded Tariq that night. One by one, their beautiful human illusions faded away, revealing their true, terrifying forms. Thus, the arrogant scout found himself trapped forever in the deep desert. Not as the master of the wild, but as a prisoner bound by blood to a clan of jinn and the father of a nightmare.